Tap, pay, earn, simple. I can even split big purchases and keep earning, no sweat. Travel's next. I turn points into miles, flights, hotels, even car rentals. Even top up my miles with cash. All with my rewards. My world, my way. Getting started is easy. First, of course, make sure you have your POSL credit cards. Then, download the My Rewards app. I shop, I live, I earn, I go further. Every tap, every transaction earns you more with My Rewards. Download the app, link your BOSL Visa credit card, and start living your best life. My Rewards, my world, my way. BOSL Visa credit cards. Spend life living.
Select. It's me, Trisha. Quick question. What's the take on solar panels?
Hey Trisha, Hoffman here, ready to shed some light on solar. To start, chat with the National Utilities Regulatory Commission to get your solar permit. Once they receive your application, we step in. First, we make sure the solar setup you want will work for where and how you want it. When NERC gives the green signal, it's action time. Set up your solar and go off-grid, and your business with us is concluded. However, if you decide to install your system and remain on our grid, you must get the thumbs up from the Ministry of Infrastructure. Visit us with your inspection certificate from the Ministry, pay a setup fee, and we will arrange a commissioning test to sync your solar with our grid. If all is well, we'll link you to our power source and the sunny side through an interconnection agreement, and a new bidirectional meter becomes your energy conductor. And the bonus, your bill feels the savings over time.
Thanks, Lucelec. My energy journey just took a sunny turn.
You're all set, Trisha. Feel free to keep those questions coming. We're here to brighten your solar journey.
The Ministry of Agriculture presents World Food Day under the distinguished patronage of the Honorable Alfred Prosper. Figlas Sanutut Sonutut Saut, Lakai IRDC grounds, Denry, on the 12th of October from 11 a.m. onwards. The Banana and Plantain Festival. Sa Pakai Normal. Eat what you grow up is food in Port Bill Nutoho. Everything produced from bananas and plantain by agro-processors and students. Sit Lissy, that's the way to go. Lots of booths with delicious dishes. Lisha Duet, Parmache Salad Entertainment Gala, Impulse Man, Umpa, Servants, Ezra, Invader, Mofire, Wuletete, and lots more. Like I near Kids Zone. So children, you're not on your own. Eat fresh, St. Lucia's best.
Figlas Sanutut. Figlas Sanutut.
Quartz presents the Home Events 2025, happening now at Quartz stores nationwide. It's the perfect time to refresh your home. Come explore new arrivals, bestsellers, and deals you can't resist. Discover the widest range of stylish furniture, cutting-edge TVs, audio systems, and appliances that are smart and energy efficient, all backed by the Quartz low price guarantee. Our experts will help you choose what you need for your home. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Quartz Home Event 2025. Quartz, bringing value home.
Your favorite event of the year is back! Project Chocolat presents Souk of Love, the ultimate all-white experience, featuring Ola Tunjay.
In the engine room, we go jam instead.
Umpa.
Press a fire one drop.
Back to by TYP.
I want to go.
To Soufre, Saturday, October 4th, Souk of Love. Also featuring Sir Lancelot, Hollywood HP, DJ Shocking, and hosted by MC Donaville. Regular tickets $120. All-inclusive VIP $350. Very limited, no door sales. Available at the Cell Island Wide, Mambo's Bar in Soufre, and ForCircusTickets.com. Souk of Love. Saturday, October 4th, from 7 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Remember the dress code. All night.
St. Lucia, the countdown is on. The 52nd Central American and Caribbean IFBB Semi-Pro Bodybuilding and Fitness Championship is coming to Rodney Bay. Mark your calendars, September 26th and 27th, 2025 at the Pavilion on the Ramp. Witness the region's strongest athletes battle it out on stage. Friday, September 26th from 1 p.m. And on Saturday, September 27th, the Fitness Challenge at 10 a.m. And the Grand Final Saturday from 6 p.m. Participating countries include Barbados, Guyana, Trinidad, Venezuela, El Salvador, and St. Lucia. Tickets are only $80 or buy two for just $145. Don't miss this electrifying showdown of strength, muscle, and fitness excellence. Get your tickets today at Computer World, The Cell, Steve's Barbershop, Bell's Gym, Super Fitness Center, and Gyms Island Wide.
Stores on William Peter Boulevard, Cash Trees and Clark Street, View Fort. We keep getting bigger and better. We have household appliances, electronics, televisions, air conditioners, smartphones, washing machines, freezers and refrigerators. A wide variety for you. Right stores for everyone. More money in your pocket, more dollars for your budget. Right, Jesus, the squeeze. Right, say, boss la diosa. Right, say, boss la diosa. Put up! No, that's what the man. Right, say, boss la diosa. Right, say, boss la diosa. Right, say, boss la diosa.
You're watching MBC.
Nous en cette liste, ou des stations qui ont dit au bon matin, zone pour excuser nous, c'est pas faute nous. Mandez Facebook, mandez en machine là qui freeze. Toutes les nous garder ou ça, cette liste, c'est pas problème, moi, c'est problème yo. Travail, moi, c'est pour venir faire show. Oui, so toutes les machines, ça, vraiment en 9. Pas même en 9 actuellement, c'est en 10. Toutes les machines, ça, c'est un problème. So aujourd'hui, nous pas une pièce big up cette liste. Moi, est-ce que tu vois si moi ça lit on dit, c'est oui, nous atta un bail ça là. Nous atta moi ka ouais un chay bail ka fait un pays là. D'autres ça ka fou. Oui, yo ka demander pour oui, yo ka demander pour moun yo vin plus agressive. Mais moi 758 de police, il ka mettre bêtises. Ça a dit ça a dit si. Oui, chasse ni pour nous c'est pas bichot baïté nous jictan janvier fort ni pour demander pour serviteur yo. Just imagine ça cette liste. Un bouc blanc vini pointe nous bail en chinois. Et actuellement nous ni pour demander pour terre pour nous serviteur. Bon depuis li ça strike yo. Hol ko yo pas bon. 758 de police train homme innocent. Il a parlé comme une bêtise. Dirty hands, murderer, blood upon your shoulder. Qu'a parlé. Toute vieux waya qu'a parlé. Toute qualité. Jodi a, man kay mucho man ya dans di au danger oui. Oui. Wet book ma jeune ligne là. Il pas travail man. Oui. C'est Real FM nous a servi là? C'est ici, ma vous avez fait là. So Real FM cette ici, c'est ça nous qu'a servi là. Jodi a. Oui. Allez. So, hey, 758 is Kanisha. Okay. Regardez l'exor tout. Oui, vous voyez le link là-bas. You get the link? Ada c'est mon la Real FM nou ye. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Link ça jodi a. Oui, tell a friend to tell a friend. Oui. C'est ici. Tell a friend. Share it. Oui. Oui, oui. Wow. Okay. Ada moun ka dize yon gusta, mami le gile siye. Nos ka des dis yo men manye. Oui. So nous là cette ici, nous try faire un bar, Jimmy Flix nous fait là. Ok, so nous en route. Oui, cette ici. Cette ici problème nous kan ici. Ma qui laisse qu'à try faire un bar. Il can ouvrir moi cette ici. Oui. Oui, t'as ouais beaucoup je un commercial gars, on est au point call ça.
Yo, it's the Rye Store vibe, we bringing that heat on William Peter Boulevard, can't be beat. We're talking Clark Street, where the people unite. Come get your goods, we're shining so bright.
Down in Castries, moving with style. Rye Store's the spot, come inside for a while. Household appliances, we got it all. From fridges to stoves, we're standing tall. Measures galore, make your life complete. Smartphones that shine, can't accept defeat. We keep getting better, yeah, you know it's true. The bigger the selection, the better for you. Rye Store, we're for everyone. Bringing life to your home, oh, we're second to none. From washing machines to ACs that chill. At Rye Store, we got everything to thrill. From televisions that blast with color so bright, to freezers that keep your food fresh every night. Check out the deals you won't want to miss. Quality and prices, you know it's pure bliss.
Okay, everything ready? My BOSL Visa credit cards with my rewards? Check. My keys to my world, my car, my goals? Check. Now let's do this. This is what I call leveling up. Shopping, earning rewards, easy. I link my BOSL Visa credit card to my rewards and it's game on. Every tap, every purchase, points in the bag. Link your BOSL Visa credit card to my my rewards and watch the points add up. With my BOSL Visa credit card, I'm not simply paying, I'm stacking up rewards, big and small. Tap, pay, earn, simple. I can even split big purchases and keep earning, no sweat. Travel's next. I turn points into miles, flights, hotels, even car rentals. Even top up my miles with cash. All with my rewards. My world, my way. Getting started is easy. First, of course, make sure you have your BOSL credit cards. Then, download the My Rewards app. I shop, I live, I earn, I go further. Every tap, every transaction earns you more with My Rewards. Download the app, link your BOSL Visa credit card, and start living your best life. My Rewards, my world, my way. BOSL Visa credit cards. Spend life living.
You're watching MBC.
Oui, c'est ici, bienvenue encore, Zafe Nou. En c'est ici. Oui. Gazon. C'est ici. Non, avant nous aller en bas, il sort hier, c'est ici. Je voulais exposer un bouc là, c'est ici. Gazon. Là, vous baillez femme baille, et vous faites baille femme. Oui. Oui, là, vous faites un baille femme. Garçon, pas ni pour faire ça. C'est ici. Garçon, avant nous aller, nous allons toucher un gros poil. Oui, c'est ici. Avant nous aller, nous allons toucher un gros poil. Garçon, lisa ou bat go à l'os. Lisa ou bat go à l'os. Oui. 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 Allez. Wow! Cette liste, moi, dans la situation là, je pour faire ça. Allez, cette liste, c'est avec ça là. Si mon n'a pas demandé mon link, allez, cette liste. Mon just spread link là. Real FM, just go on Real FM. Ouais, il laisse ça fait, c'est ça. Cette liste, now, gasa, il a dit like un bouc. Un bouc qui n'y a un gros poil là. Adolphus! On va mettre un bain le screen là, cette liste. Oui. Je ne vais mettre des bails dans le screen là. Naï lit. Naï mucho money de ta boucle de jouer. Okay. Now 758 police, the police d'Avin pour d'aller. Oui. Ok, mettez le screen là. 758 the police with a baila, right? Now, ça a sorti par avocat. So, March 21st, 2024, Senator Lisa Jawaye, formerly Miss Lisa Johilo, Office of Parliament. Dear Senator Jawaye, I act herein on behalf of my client, Mr. Bradford Worrell. Now, simply see. I'm instructed by my client that he was the co-signer with you as a borrower with respect to 3 students' loan taken by you from Salime Bank. Okay? I'm further instructed that the total amount of loan funds in United States currency disbursed by Salime Bank to you was as follows. 22,000 whatever. Okay. Okay? Then, now I do see. Yours faithfully, see matter whatever. Legal practitioner. I'm from your Cynthia CF Combi. Oui, bon. C'est ici. Ok. 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 So, now il fait un show pour ça. Now, tiens ça la screen là. C'est ici. Moi, j'ai marié avec point qui est vrai from l'école. Oui. La zani loan moi apprend, la zani bail moi a fait les femmes j'ai dit madame moi mai un mot et moi teni pour point que c'est loan ça. Vous comprenez? Police ka si men ça ou a dit ça bail. Lisa est un homme, t'es un homme. Past tense. Let us join from condoms. Now, I don't like going into domestic affairs, you know. But let me aware that yon koul rouge dekambwele yo. Ek pour côté nom ça même. Nom ça kakwe. Now, isam pompo tabak la te bon. Ti bay la ka Bradford Worrell. Bradford Worrell is an instructor naji. So, Bradford Worrell, c'était nom Lisa, her boyfriend. Boyfriend c'est moun ka point loan ka fait ti bay. Bon bay la sam have si Bradford party sa performer et même have sa Bradford. But bay la kwazi. Si bay la kwazi ou ka vin mandi pour l'argent ou loan ou cosign bay femme ou ka mandi l'argent jikton ka passer bay flabo. Hein? L'année après l'année, moi savais ça puis moi tous ces textes là ouvert. Bradford Worrell Aquatic Center, moi tous ces textes là. Year after year, ou ka try vivre avec madame là. You know why? She is the wife you never had or will have. Et vous just passe à move on. 3 semaines passées, Bradford Worrell. Ou vit avec même story. But après, ouais dimanche. Et ouais toute attention là, Lisa. Puis si vous bloque ou aller leak bagay by flambeau. Lisa papa ou. Because après Lisa papa ou, Lisa ni baka. E ki pa asevi fake account. Let's ka kwe mwen la. E kan shay moun. Now mwen men, le mwen ton story a, mwen ale mwen dan shay moun. Lonza 7 l'année passée, cette lycée. 7 l'année après au croisé. Et comme moun. Ça c'est, ok, on mette clair. It was in Chastenay's reign. Ok? Ou toi dangereux. Ou nom ça. Ou toi dangereux. Ou toi nom dangereux. Bêtise là ou ka fait là. Nous ne pouvons call you out. Because you guys are trying to play high class. Exo ka fait by ki dangereux. You mean because you couldn't get the punani again, you are doing all of this? And Warrell? Abodi abo first. That's not the way to go. That's nasty. Low buy bagay iti boy. When you give your lady or do something for your lady, even though you guys break up, you don't go back and get it. Moza point chok ko ha. Moza fe ki wale. Ou kompon? So le ou ka jwe manye ou ek try bêtise. Ça là, c'est d'envoyer ça ba yon de ces moun non. Reste voyer bay tout moun moi ça joine. OK. Ça n'a fait. Ça là, c'est tellement copie ça. Puis ça qualité moun ka mande moun là. This is dangerous in Lucia. Le an nom fait se baye ça. Ça pas bon. Lisa, all I'm saying to you, that's why he's an ex. He's an ex. He will not stop the show. Puis ça Lisa, dis-moi ça qui passe là. Ça dans des cambouele yo mauvais. Ça des cambouele yo mauvais. Garçon, où est mon les choix ou ka prier moi. Ça des cambouele yo mauvais. So est-ce où double bêtise ou. Oui, we are on to you. Nous savons plan. Bon, l'autre côté. A bad boyfriend. Oui, a bad boyfriend. Cette ici. Okay, let me move on. A bad boyfriend. Ou ka di ba, ou ka garçon, zone pour la faire ça garçon. Puis pour porter bac là pas ça ils ont encore garçon. Zone qu'avec cette ici moi d'après choc ça tout. Ça arrive moi. But ça pas mean. Oui, ça pas mean garçon. Pour porter bac là it run left you. There are better pour porter backs or there you know. Oui, moi that don't do. Moi that do behave yourself. Okay? Now, if you had behave yourself like a man, you never know. Daniel is saying, what is yours. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it was yours. If it doesn't, it never was. So, ou même, ou just ou just pété bail là. Ou pas ça jamais jeune li encore. Na ou ça ka brûler. Il savait li ça ka ministre. Il a dit ça te femme moi. Plus vieux bail. Là ouais moun là ou te pia. Plus vieux bail. Là ouais moun. Te aimé un moun qui ouais moun n'a ka climb. Oui, cette liste, moun n'a ka monter. Il ka monter. Ça c'est problème dans cette liste. Because you could say, well, that that was my girl, you know. But it was your girl before she reached up there. Oui. Now, as papa laisse moun la te ka ba ou sa bon cette liste. Ça ka croiser. Oui, si moun la te ka ba ou sa. Oui. Oui. Oui, now il joue un chante ba ou. Now il joue un chante ba ou, gars. Oui, Warrell. Vous jouez beaucoup. Bon, vous jouez chante ça ba Warrell. Oui. 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 Oui, oui. On est bougé ça balé. Allez. Vous voulez ça? Garçon m'a menti, garçon. Un girls, ou pas un girl, hein? Un girls. Only a girls. Comment you got me beaucoup? A girls, man. Tout gens ka ou, garçon. Me moi just parle avec un jour là, il a dit moi, I won't worry about that. Me je dis, I won't worry about that. Garçon, ça ou ka fait worry? Okay, Warrell, I'll play a song for you. You're a salty ex, man. I be a souffla, gaza. Bob Marley, forget your troubles and dance. Oui, police the police. Ou pas ni rien qu'à faire. Oui. I'll show you how it's done, police the police. Domestic. Zafe Nou ou pas amener en politique. Mother Nancy about Chasney. Si c'est domestique, vous voulez aller. N'a mettez quelqu'un là. Mother Nancy Charles about Chasney. Eh bien, Chasney about Nancy Charles. Me toi ka now. C'est domestique, vous voulez mettre en dedans. This is my calling now. Mother Nancy about Chasney. Eh bien, Madame Chasney about Nancy. Eh bien, Mother Nancy about Madame Chasney. Ex Chasney. Yeah. Yeah. Oui, c'est une question que je mets là now. Oui, pété pack. Oui. Police the police. Commission Bao. Who went to Miami on a birthday? C'est oui, je voulais je mettre là, je mettre tout. Who got upset on a birthday? Who spent one day in Miami on a birthday? Oui, couillon gazan. Un femme qui est tellement populaire, ou quand tu as joué, à quoi dire ça croisé, madame la pisse, pas vlo encore? Hein? Who went to, c'est une question, mais, who went to Miami on a, no, for one day? Who moved the office on a Tuesday and relocated on a Thursday in another business? Oui. The days. Oui. The days. Anja met gazan, bukon gazan, tiba yu bayan famo, pi anti l'école, de bo happy. You should be proud, my boy. When she finally elected, you could say, well, it's my money, paid that. You did something good. You see your makume? Huh? But the days of the week 758 that Nancy and all of them got mixed up in, that's what I'm talking about. The domestics of Leale, now domestic too. When the first lady was sick, what happened? Was it a TT push-up? or an eye push-up? Was it medical or was it cosmetical? Question à demander now. Vous voulez jouer vieux jouer? Moi, j'aime aller domestique, mais maintenant aller actuellement. I tell you, I am the fly on you guys' wall. Oui. Oui. Moi, c'est fly là. Oui. Non, si vous avez joué innocent. Now, je vais dire un bail now. Now, on a dit un bail. Menez-moi l'audience tout. Sous moi. Zoga joué à quoi dit, zo tellement propre, tellement net. Après, zo tellement net. Corruption is within you guys. Oui. Within you guys. Yadi, please as well if he knows anything about sweat equity. I don't know that. Sweat equity. What you know about that? You can try transition from OTAP. Ou pas ouais. Hein? Nous, tout le monde qui a dit that Malcolm. You guys have body parts that fill in you guys, and then you guys want to blame women. I'm sure these are hunt why Dr. McDowell pour a little help. There's all fini. There's all fini. So I feel by magie cause. How can you do that? Bon, I say ça, I'm worried. Legal problems? Less legal problems, no gardien. Because about here, un vieux cabit money. Un vieux cabit money. Gasa dan mou chou ba hein. Gasa moi ga parler actuellement man. Moi ga chebe si ba ça a dit de trop long. Ou ka tani ou ka di. Moi crier pas de moi gasa. Mais pas oui prendre phone les gars, tant oui. Oui, là. Oui. Grâce à moi, jamais moi qui était là. C'est des manières là faire talk show moi. Là fait ça différent. Oui. Oui, man. So like I said, listen, just bear with me. Okay. So, said, listen, I have friends all walks of life. Okay? L'année à moi voulais parler about. So, je book la kouye Kenson sa about lottery. Now, I mette à lottery à door. Moi, ni combien de gens qui étaient dans les boards là? Combien de gens qui sont dans les boards là? Oui. So, c'est gens, moi, je ne pas worry about Warrell encore. Warrell, ça fait. Warrell, quand il regretté, il fait ça. Now, quoi, c'est un bail qui a sorti from a bitter boyfriend. So, c'est ici. Nancy Charles Oui, Nancy bon, là me dit ça, melodious. Mon vlo melodious. Nancy Charles, il partait chairman NLA. She was not the chairman of NLA. He take her assistant. But NLA chairman was Benson Emile. But Nancy ni money exe nom la ka kwene yo. Oui. Achai dis autres vle sav about by lottery size ou des ka di. Oui. So Benson Emile c'est the chairman la teni lon de lot jamwe. Yo a dans l'autre pays a dans ici a. Mwen tout nou yo. Now mwen vle di zo. Nancy is very skilled at convincing the men. So un chairman tourne un chairboy. Benson Emile. So the chairman turned to a chairboy. Kote Nancy now, the chairgirl, dominated the whole scene, man. Agnamade Nancy. They won Benson several times. Now c'est moun lan le bod la ki di mwen sa, cette lisi? Oui. But c'est moun lan le bod la di mwen, minister te ka veti yo. Veti Benson, pis de se moun lan le bod la di mwen, yo sav minister te ka veti Benson. Di, be careful. Oui. Benson pa atan ki te chegel la dominate. So mwen vle mande chegel la, kome kontrak ki bayi an l'ajan NLA? E kote se l'ajan sa ali? Es ite jen piyes? National Lottery Authority. Ek le minister, ale akilas ki te minister, the minister at the time was Estefan. Yon se mam la di mwen, Estefan is a one Benson. Benson, you have a lot to account for, eh? So, se mam la di mwen, oui, a chol mo zoka kupon bay la. So, se mam la di mwen, le Estefan vin fed up bis Benson pa ka ak, ek Nancy ka still dominate. Estefan fire whole board. If I lie, say I lie. Oui. Whole board fire. Now, how can you have such people coming back in the scene? Kon you also not good in Nancy. Nancy vle di know about V4, la if sort V4 nof, i pa men sort V4 nof. I lak a weste. E vle di know about V4. Then mwen teni pou comment you also, mwen teni yo ka pala about V4, that's the only time I commented. An Jean Castri ka vin di mo about V4. Si zo bat vin gen. Yo ka dit ba about Kenny. Why did you do that? Kome contract ki bay? Pucci? Oh, zotot ka di, yo la je Nancy, yo la je si, an bod la. Ta teni an company tou, yi? Mwen sav about li, bis mwen pale ek boss la. Company, tout bay la ou ka pale about la. Account for the company that you were into. Ek zo ka pale about corruption? Yo swear Madame Kouye, ek ki di about Fwe Richard Fredericks. But moun la bate mem sav, whatever Frederick, Nancy teni, ek Fwe Richard Fredericks, se pou fe glan tout. Now moun la ki kouye, je ka suis telman kouyon. Madame la kouye, mou konet vwa Madame la. I ka di an bay, yo ka kouye Madame la kome non? Now let me make it clear today. That same lady who called, her sister is married to Richard's brother. And asked Nancy what transpired. Ma dizo enye. I fe research so. Okay? So, les okwe, mwen se an gogo kouyon kon spider kadi. I want you to pay the wrong guy inside the folder, the spider folder. Just je mette ban pour moi, just breathe. But c'est ça même Nadula, Anna Rose, I know the whole thing. That's what I'm asking. Because I know the boss, I know everybody, I know the history. Et quand vous avez une bonne cause comme politicien, vous avez parler comme un chien. No time for shit. Leave that in the notebook. Shit. Sheet of paper. Sheet of toilet paper. Go in the folder. Yo di mwen TV for nou pas a servi. Non niveau mwen de permission. Vous voulez vier if that same regime, the Ku Klux Klan of politics, the Ku Klux Klan of St. Lucia's politics. Sweat equity. Den mwen ten sweat equity, ça n'est obligé ni pas bail pour faire pour vice. Ça gazon go bail. Tant on mette ka bail vice ek bail man, sweat equity ou ka point. Gazan, just couiller l'argent on paye en bail là. C'est là puis sou jeune bail, pas toi jouer à côté ou pas jeune rien. So pas vle bail rien. Hein, Warel, ou pas vle bail rien, des les points. Warel sorti là, move from there. Gwen là gazi mais moi vle je vraiment porter Warel gars. Moi vle ouais gars. Puis c'est mon là dit moi tellement bail about bet gars. Mais c'est vieux qualité. Ouvre vis, ouvre moun de là yo quoi, yo qui vle femme faire pli bail yo, tête en bas. Yo got tête en bas, yo got fait toute qualité bail. Là yo quoi. Oui. Zo vle di nou. Ou pas joindre wet beaucoup. Je pas de nom man, qui te met Vindes di nou about the wrong man. Maintenant c'est visage ça. No, guys, I'm full. That's spider. Lani a book. That's the wrong. Why were the wrong? Bye. Just dream it, guys. Just put free up lead them way. The wrong. Hey, man, just dream it. Bye. We just dream ça, guys. Put my free up tête, man. Guys, tête, man, last.
Every 5 years we get the chance to dip our finger in this colorful paint. Every 5 years we get the chance to dip our finger in this colorful paint and put our X where it's supposed to be. We need to take the initiative and do it the right way. I urge all of us come out in large numbers and do what it takes to do the wrong. To do the wrong. To do the wrong.
Nou ka jouer ça encore. C'est ici où ça met pas correct ça. L'autre jour Ian ka dit but the man correct it. Où ça bougla pas correct ça, c'est ici. Bougla just continue. On a chanté à monter d'où setup là, on setup li. Oui, c'est ici. Jouer ça yon fois encore den nou ka jouer chanter à by Warrell.
Every 5 years we get the chance to dip our finger in this colorful paint and put our X where it's supposed to be. We need to take the initiative and do it the right way. I urge all of us come out in large numbers and do what it takes to do the wrong.
Jodi a show moi tout partout. Now, toutes des autres là où yo ka faire c'est ici. Jou ça, c'est bon kakal. Yo pas teni jemoun. Tant mucho ti crowd là yo teni là. Wet book mucho ze moun là. Camera manche, e gi mucho crowd là c'est ici. Toutes des autres là où ka teni yo ka faire gars yo tout ka parler. Gati crowd là yo teni là c'est ici. Mucho. I'm in full learning.
It can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. It can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. It can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong.
Recently see. So nous kay ouais crowd là. Voyons plus fort be crowd yo. Oui. Un crowd ça cette ici. Moi ouais over 20 Jean Castri. Et crowd là pas go hein. Yeah. Bon. Now je vais chanter by Warrell. Warrell, this song is for you. Take it. J Bali.
They like to do that. Tension. Yo, Desrel. And get you. Boy, that bit knocking. Oh, God. What I have is mine. Oh, God, oh, God. No boss can tell me fuck that. I tell you. What I have is mine. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. No boss can tell me fuck that. You can't tell me that, boy. You see that right? You see that? My money pay for that. It pay for. You see that bike? You see that My money pay for that.
I tell you, écoutez-moi, boum, boum, start making money. They acting funny. They see you flexing hard, you rocking like a psycho bunny. They start to hate, they start to malparler and envy. The same set of them talking, boy, they pocket always empty.
Like a man named Jeff, he playing highty-tighty on the internet, posting pictures with the boss man chain online to flex. A killer catch him lacking, they then take that in his neck. Shit, look, the boss man take his breath. What I have is mine. No boss can tell me fuck that.
I tell you.
What I have is mine.
That's mine, my boss.
No boss can tell me fuck that.
Boss, I think I pay my money.
You see that right?
You see that?
My money pay for that.
It pay for.
You see that bike? My money pay for that.
Cause I tell you,
what I rock is what I buy. Mine is mine, so do red eye. Yo pani se mwen ka buy. Souve bagay ay tay. Maka jalo pes bagay. Bode kaba me tout bagay. Mamele. Bode kaba me tout bagay.
You have to work for what you got. Boy, we not touching fellas. Whoa. You have to work for what you got. Whoa.
Oui, c'est ici. Ouais, madame la gamouté ou kavin jaloux. What is hers is hers. Oui, ou te pi, ou fait un bail, BF call Warrell. Guy doing like a girls. C'est ici, nous freeze, nous pay tax bills, nous gars vie talé. Là, nous vie. Confession from my friend Spider.
Family is safe and secure this hurricane season. Play it safe. Get prepared.
Hey, no select. It's me, Trisha. Quick question. What's the take on solar panels?
Hey Trisha, Ofnile, ready to shed some light on solar. To start, chat with the National Utilities Regulatory Commission to get your solar permit. Once they receive your application, we step in. First, we make sure the solar setup you want will work for where and how you want it. When NUG gives the green signal, it's action time. Set up your solar and go off-grid, and your business with us is concluded. However, if you decide to install your system and remain on our grid, you must get the thumbs up from the Ministry of Infrastructure. Visit us with your inspection certificate from the ministry, pay a setup fee, and we will arrange a commissioning test to sync your solar with our grid. If all is well, we'll link you to our power source and the sunny side through an interconnection agreement, and a new bi-directional meter becomes your energy conductor. And the bonus, your bill feels the savings over time.
Thanks, Lucelec. My energy journey just took a sunny turn.
You're all set, Trisha. Feel free to keep those questions coming. We're here to brighten your solar journey.
The Ministry of Agriculture presents World Food Day under the distinguished patronage of the Honorable Alfred Prosper. Figlas Sanutut Sonutut Taut, Lakai IRDC grounds, Denry, on the 12th of October from 11 a.m. onwards. The Banana and Plantain Festival. Sa Pakai Normal. Eat what you grow is food in Port Bill Nutoho. Everything produced from bananas and plantain by agro-processors and students. Sit Lisi, that's the way to go. Lots of booths with delicious dishes. Lisha Duet, Parmache Salani Entertainment Gala, Impulse Man, Umpa, Servants, Ezra, Invader, Mofire, Wuletete, and lots more. Like I sit near Kids Zone. So children, you're not on your own. Eat fresh, St. Lucia's best.
Figlas Sanutut, Figlas Sanutut.
Your favorite event of the year is back. Project Chocolat presents Souk of Love, the ultimate all-white experience, featuring Ola Tunjay.
In the engine room, we go jam instead.
Umpa.
Press off your one drop.
Back to by TYP.
In the middle, I want to.
To Soufre, Saturday, October 4th, Souk of Love. Also featuring Sir Lancelot, Hollywood HP, DJ Shocking, and hosted by MC Donaville. Regular tickets $120. All inclusive VIP $350. Very limited, no door sales. Available at the Cell Island Wide, Mambo's Bar in Soufre, and 4circlestickets.com. Souk of Love. Saturday, October 4th from 7 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Remember the dress code, all white.
St. Lucia, the countdown is on. The 52nd Central American and Caribbean IFBB Semi-Pro Bodybuilding and Fitness Championship is coming to Rodney Bay. Mark your calendars, September 26th and 27th, 2025 at the Pavilion on the ramp. Witness the region's strongest athletes battle it out on stage. Friday, September 26th from 1 p.m. And on Saturday, September 27th, the Fitness Challenge at 10 a.m. And the Grand Final Saturday from 6 p.m. Participating countries include Barbados, Guyana, Trinidad, Venezuela, El Salvador, and St. Lucia. Tickets are only $80 or buy two for just $145. Don't miss this electrifying showdown of strength, muscle, and fitness excellence. Get your tickets today at Computer World, The Cell, Steve's Barbershop, Bell's Gym, Super Fitness Center, and Gyms Island Wide.
Got the power!
Your roof or window might leak during a storm, so unplug all electronics and turn off the main switch. Remember, never stand in water while operating switches or unplugging any electrical device. After power is restored, switch on appliances one at a time so you do not overload the system. If electrical outlets were covered in flood water, contact a licensed electrician before turning the power back on.
World Prayer Music Festival, are you ready?
Community, I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so
Sing for me. She want that she said that she get like she like that she want it.
Let's go!
world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Lucelex celebrated its 40th anniversary in 2005 by giving back to the community through outreach programs, customer service appreciation activities, and the establishment of the Lucelex Trust, which supported education and healthcare initiatives. By 2009, Lucelex embraced technological advances with the rollout of smart meters, improving energy efficiency, and enabling remote readings of customer usage. A pilot photovoltaic project showcased Lucelex's commitment to renewable energy integration. This period highlighted Lucelex's harmonious blend of innovation, social responsibility, and commitment to meeting St. Lucia's evolving energy needs.
On William Peter Boulevard, Cash Trees and Clark Street, View Fort. We keep getting bigger and better. We have household appliances, electronics, televisions, air conditioners, smartphones, washing machines, freezers and refrigerators. A wide variety for you. Right stores for everyone. More money in your pocket, more dollars for your budget. Right, Jesus, the squeeze. Right, say, boss la diosa. Right, say, boss la diosa. Put up! No, that's what the man. Right, say, boss la diosa. Right, say, boss la diosa. Right, say, boss la diosa.
Okay, everything ready? My BOSL Visa credit cards with my rewards? Check. My keys to my world, my car, my goals? Check. Now let's do this. This is what I call leveling up. Shopping, earning rewards, easy. I link my BOSL Visa credit card to my rewards and it's game on. Every tap, every purchase, points in the bag. Link your BOSL Visa credit card to my rewards and watch the points add up. With my BOSL Visa credit card, I'm not simply paying, I'm stacking up rewards, big and small. Tap, pay, earn, simple. I can even split big purchases and keep earning, no sweat. Travel's next. I turn points into miles, flights, hotels, even car rentals. Even top up my miles with cash. All with my rewards. My world, my way. Getting started is easy. First, of course, make sure you have your BOSL credit cards. Then, download the My Rewards app. I shop, I live, I earn, I go further. Every tap, every transaction earns you more with My Rewards. Download the app, link your BOSL Visa credit card, and start living your best life. My Rewards, my world, my way. BOSL Visa credit cards. Spend life living.
Are you ready? Get set. Let's go green with Lucelex. No more paper, no more mess. Easy billing, no stress. Use my account to pay online. Pay your bill at any time. Get the stress off your mind. No more standing in line.
Visit LucyLeg.com today and sign up to my account to pay your bill, request a temporary or new connection, or switch an account to your tenant's name. Do it all online.
Personal, paperless, use the virtual service desk. Are you ready? Get set. Let's go green with Lucelec.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
You're watching MBC.
Oui, cette ici, bienvenue encore, Zafe Nou, cette ici. Ou ka koute station qui ont dit au lit bon matin. Bon. Cette ici, bah, ça, monsieur ça ka try là, c'est blackmail. C'est blackmail. Pas try ça encore. Pas blackmail ça, cette ici, ka try bail. Moi, j'ai parlé avec un avocat dit moi ça. Oui, c'est blackmail, extortion. Puis depuis jour ça, ou avec mon nan croisé, still ou ka try faire make back. Yo pas vlo. Gaza try un lot money, pas try vin faire bail quoi, ou ka croisé whole vibe. Là où ça ouais mettre patron dans c'est ça. Mommy's boy. Un mommy's boy qui là, bon. C'est ici, j'ai Spider dit moi c'est un bouc qui couillon, mais intelligent. But moi ni d'autres series qui sortent d'or, hein, c'est ici. Changer moi tenir un bousquet series là. Chaque l'année vient avec une des séries. Aujourd'hui on a fait une series dans les Spider. The Spider series. Oui. La dernière situation vieille forme, je me fait plus d'informations, je ne plus d'informations là pour demain. Elle est nous vieux fort. Jean Castri, qui dit nous tout le débat, quoi dit c'est nous qui pli couillon. Mais yo te pour tout nous, pas de moi cache ta comme moun. Moi j'ai passé en ça. Après yo fait ça, yo changer whole mode là. La dernière abattoir, yo croisé avec bouk ti walking ça quoi. Chasne, gay, ekti yo kwe simplicize sa yo. Spider wel ka pale tout pale actuellement cette lisi. Pas men Spider. Un chaiba yi chasne fait Spider pas de sav about li. Bagay ka bot la, Spider pas de sav un yen about li. OK? Moi ka di zot ça. Spider pas de sav un yen about se bayi sa set lisi kabot. En passant Spider tan bayi même konou. Spider te di mwen sa live en un brick nteni, il pa avan yen about kabot. Right? But le break like te di nou sa man di sa record. But mwen sav mwen ni sa ki record ou sa ite di. Bon mwen vle men nou vie. I have nothing wrong against the guy, but when you say I'm not intelligent, and I believe I'm intelligent enough to ask you certain questions. You see, now I recover still live from floor. My guy Muchezo, never mess with me. You, Spider, and your crew. You guys will never be like me. Because you know why? My composure. The skill I have in collecting and keeping archives. That's dangerous. Oui. So, I want to take you guys into this spider's moment. Run the spider. This Ikai do last at least you will know who Spider is. Spider was in the party, he was in government, and he didn't have a say. Chasne did what he want. Chasne guy qui a conduit cette liste. Now l'année un shy politicien qui a sorti yon pa yon as the year goes by. They were part of the cabinet. They will come out one by one and tell you. All of them will tell you the same story. It was run by Guy and Chasne. Wait for it. They're gonna come out. Bear patience with them. I want you to watch this carefully. Wule.
Kabot Kamade pour en liste pour 99 years. Sa décision cabinet point, c'est nous dit comme ça. Premièrement, si l'argent est en liste en les propriétaires, nous pas ça. Ben l'autre monde en liste en la même propriétaire ça là. So premièrement, Kabot ni pour aller négocier avec Capacity Limited pour demander pour relinquish pour bail droit pour les 28 years là avec nous à présent qui considérer request Kabot pour 99 years là. Nous prenons une décision.
So c'est 127 years.
Non, nous avons effacé 28 years là. Capacité qui est d'accord, il finit avec ça, il n'y a pas l'intérêt en liste là encore.
Mais vous êtes d'accord ça?
Non, je ne suis pas encore officiel en ça. Mais c'est ça qui est décision nous avons. Là, il est d'accord ça. Nous pas qu'à y Kabot liste là pour 99 years. Discussion c'est nous avons une liste pour 75 years. Ça c'était liste là qui était là avant pour 75 years, nous avons une liste 9 pour 75 years. Moi tant ministre pour planning, honorable Harold Stanislas dit liste à le programme plus bon à si maintenant. Mais manière dit là peut-être qu'a confuse mon anti mais puis dit nous c'est manière qu'a dit nous a ajouté 75 dans le 28 là, c'est pas ça qu'a fait. C'est 75 entièrement Kabot qu'a joué. Bon moi tant que mon cas dit avec moi déjà peut-être dans ce mon cas dit ça parce que yo connaît mais pas parce que ces positions yo judge bien yo savent yo connaît différent mais yo ka dit ces bagages ça là pour tuer l'émotion moun pour faire moun en élevé avec bagages comme ça avec moi quoi ça pas doit être parce que yo suis même en Facebook là un statement par monsieur Tulsi comme Saint Lucia National Trust qu'a critiqué le gouvernement pour absolument 75 years liste là yo bail ça c'est pas normal. OK là présentement l'année en bas de liste qui est en existence qui a bail liste en la Queen's Chain pour 75 years pour 99 years pour 50 years. Ça pas rien qui neuf. So les maintenant à ces monde qui a parlé qui connaît mais qui a dit nous bail étranger terre cette liste pour rien c'est pas comme ça qu'il a fait. Moi-même, une position, moi personnellement, associée par ça là.
Qui position les ça? C'est une question maintenant pour moi.
Oui. Moi-même, quand je dis comme ça, ils ont prévu pour moi. Chaque morceau de moi qui allait à l'étranger. La raison qui fait dire ça, c'est si nous ne pas nous bien, nous avons 238 square miles. Avec des.
C'est comme j'ai piché quoi?
Oui. T'allais, nous, cette lycéens, qui jouent dans une situation. Parce que si on sort en Europe, en Amérique, l'argent est plus fort passer. Mais l'argent est payé au bon morceau de terre, on passe à payer. So, si nous ne pas garder bien, nous sachons qu'on est dans une situation côté tout est allé pour l'étranger. Si ça fait, nous en trois cas. La raison qui fait un ça, moi, en chaque monde qui a ses propositions, en chaque monde, peut-être votre même qui est ici, il y a une indication aujourd'hui, parce que malgré que nous sommes mal, nous sommes propriétaires. Moi-même, aller à l'école, par mortgage, en mon sauter. Parents m'ont quitté par moi. C'est comme ça que j'ai une indication. Si je ne pas tenir ça, je fais une indication à moi faire. Avec ça, c'est une opportunité qui est perdue. Bon, moi, c'est vu comme un exemple. Moi, si vous avez une douzaine, 100 exemples.
Aussi, moi, je connais fois moi à étudier avec même bail là.
Bon, c'est pour ça que je dis, Moi, j'étais en cabinet avant, entre 2006-2011, avec chaque année, nous tenions pour dealer avec Alien Land Holding License. Ça, c'est une licence qui a été étranger pour acheter des Saint-Lucie. Moi, j'étais toujours qu'à faire position claire. Je n'ai pas rien contre étranger. Les mamans sont venus à Saint-Lucie, ils sortent mon strat, c'est un étranger. Ok, ils viennent en citoyen Saint-Lucien. Moi, sensible des gens qui attaquent les étrangers, c'est pas ça qu'on a fait. Mais ça, on a dit, nous pouvons garder corps nous avant. Avec, oui, nous avons besoin d'investissement, nous avons besoin de développement. Et peut-être nous avons inviter ça qui peut-être n'est plus l'argent, qui n'est plus l'opportunité parce que nous pouvons aider le développement. Mais nous pouvons miser de manière nous faire. C'est pour ça que je dis personnellement, je own views à ça. Bon.
Par contre, pour tu pas sentir free pour express views on
it. Je express à n'importe côté, tout côté. En cabinet, en parlement, en la oui. Oui. Tout le monde connaît la position à ça. Ça qui était en parlement avant, Dr. Mondesi, Richard Frederick, Dr. Frederick, ils ont tout caillé position à ça. Avec moi qui dit publiquement, moi qui dit n'importe côté, c'est qu'on a, moi qui
mais pour tu voir après si maintenant nous dit ça là actuellement nous pas jamais ça pour tu voir why isn't your voice heard?
Well, moi dit ça toute l'occasion moi nous ça. C'est pas bah y a about là ça a fait plus des autres parce que l'autre c'est pas des autres là, c'est assistance là. Bon, moi j'ai une interview l'autre jour là avec moi dit ça. Mon pas attendre c'est pareil ça là. Si moi dit des mots. Pour le synthèse Gaëtan. Des mots ça on veut dire. Des rôles synthèse Gaëtan.
Quand on était Marigot, tout le monde ça passé face.
Non mais mon moi. So c'est pareil quoi ici mais pour monde dire en pareil comme ça pas servir l'intérieur. So il pas répéter. Bon, là regarder cabinet là moi satisfait, moi plaît pour ça. Moi pas mis en cette non avec femme qui sensible pour ces bagages ça là. Bon, manière mon cas parler, nous jusqu'à bailler étranger cette ici, jusqu'à vendre. Non, c'est pas comme ça. Dis-moi pour qui ça dit ça.
Pour tu me dire ça, c'est yon les débat de l'ena try analyser puis où ça cabot ça vente online, right? Like you pour approve. So qui pour demander bien cabot ça vente et you calculate. Let me check c'est pour ya union. It can cost $200 and something easy a square foot. Right now, turns out you même gain from your listly. Now list toujours en faveur de tenant. Let me faire research man. The list is always in favor of the tenant. Est-ce ça va oui?
Well,
mon gars, non. Oui, vous avez
en Amérique.
Pas Amérique, en
London, là, ça n'est que mettre d'or sur la paix ici.
Non, n'a pas la boîte.
Il pèse pour acheter dans la boutique.
N'a pas la boîte liste, puis check ça. Combien vous avez payé pour square foot la police là? Ça bat. Oui, là, on check 220.
On va parler particulièrement liste.
On a parlé de liste là, comme vous pouvez demander là actuellement. Pour moi, est-ce qu'un homme qui est intelligent pas balancer ces bails là, les organisations? Donc, ils savent qui position les a pour être un homme qui a vu dans la place. Avant moi, je me pose une question ça. Est-ce pièce cette lycéen jamais je n'en fait quoi? Si vous avez dit moi un exemple de cette lycéen qui a joué dans la liste pour tellement longtemps. En plus ça.
Ouais, je n'ai pas d'informations sur ça. Je suis assuré la liste.
Non, la pas de cette lycéen.
Parce que la liste dit qu'il y a un hôtel.
Non,
avec ma question c'est est-ce qu'il n'y a pas de liste?
Non, pièce cette lycée, moi faire research, moi pièce cette lycéen, pas une pièce liste pour 100 years pour calculer tout ça.
Ouais, c'est sinon ça on m'a demandé pour. Bon, moi quand je dis en bas ici, où m'a pour en liste. Avec un étranger m'a pour même liste ça là. On va faire ça. C'est pas personne qui m'a gagné en business ou bien rien comme ça. Moi mais ici pour moi d'ailleurs avant. Parce que moi je regarde là si où il y a des difficultés la panne parce que doit aller cette décision oui cette décision va arrêter. C'est mon gars venir pour faire l'argent la panne question ça. Moment bagaille fini mauvais bagaille pas regarder belle doit tirer pour va sortir. Quitter nous un problème nous avec ça.
Non mais si yo donne ça mais fac là yo ga vendre ça. Right? Oui. You can even take a list. You can faire ça. Parce que vous avez combien de lots? Là, moi, je check les websites. Combien de lots? Et chaque lot, ça, c'est 1 million US. Vous comprenez? Mais nous-mêmes, quand je joue un si dot from 1 million US ça.
Ça, oui. Changer,
pour moi, si un homme ça vient d'or et vient point bail nous quoi, et je tout ça, nous ou même comme gouvernement, moi feel ça fait c'est même c'est
non mais on va mais wrong, pas juste une bail nous comme ça, pas about lycée, nous dans situation côté nous sommes un pays qui est pauvre, nous avons acheté, développé, acheté investissement avec des comme ça. Investisseur, c'est un businessman, c'est en théorie qui a regardé, qui a demandé pour tout ça, ou qui n'est pour décider est-ce que la situation est mauvaise, est-ce que vous faites assez pour faire une décision pour d'accord avec ça également. Bien délai, nous ne pouvons pas mettre plus parce que nous avons pour jouer un business là. Parce que nous considérons l'employement, nous considérons ces différents bagages là, taxes là, payer comme ça. Nous regardons oui, nous avons réussi à son l'autre façade. Est-ce qu'il toujours fait? Non, il n'a pas toujours fait. Mais situation, parce que là, une compétition, là, notre pays qui a acheté investissement avec développement, qui a invité ces gens pour venir et qui a offert certains bagages. Moi-même, c'est un qui croit côté nous devons faire négociation pour essayer de plus moins ce qui est possible.
Moi, je nous avons trop.
Ça, c'est une opinion. Ça, c'est une opinion.
Ça me regarde, considérer ça qui a fait avant.
Pleasant good morning to all of you in Facebook land, YouTube land, Twitch. We are on Twitch. Welcome again to another episode of People First. I have with me our favorite technician, Nigel Nicholas. Always at the ready. His mantra is, let us start on time and end on time. That suits me well because as an educator, I've been a stickler for time, being punctual and getting things done right. So both of us this morning had to ensure that we cut our training short to be here, but we are happy to be here. So let me thank you for staying with us, for being with us this morning, so that I can educate you, tell you about what the government is doing. This program is specifically tailored to highlight the achievements of the government. So you may not hear me digressing too much, hitting the opposition. There'll be time for that. But we are strictly going to highlight some of the good things. And there are a lot of good things. The Philip GP administration, they have done a lot. And they are doing a lot. And we need to remind you, because sometimes so much has been done, we forget. We know, we heard it in time, and then a few weeks pass, and we have forgotten. So this program is specifically tailored to ensure that we do not forget, that we remind ourselves, and not only that we spread the word. It's important to educate our people. The words of Danny Butcher at the youth rally in Denry North, it was, yes. He made 3 points, He told the young people, and by extension, the Labour Party supporters, educate yourselves about what the government is doing. And he highlighted a few things that you should know. All of us should know, so that we can spread. So that is the mantra, educate yourself. When people say the government has done nothing, that's a lie. You could easily debunk it. I mean, we just spoke about education. I wanted to wrap up today, but my producer says, let's shift a bit to health, and we will do that in a minute. I'll give you a snapshot of some of the things and maybe a few testimonials so that I can explain to you. We saw the SOS 7, the same old 7, and one of the things they propose is to remove the levy. We're going to deal with that this morning. But let's take the word of Danny Butcher. Young guy, young man, full of potential. He has made it clear that we should educate ourselves, and the purpose of this program is to educate you so that, we will do that. So let me ask the producer my technician to just a snapshot of the healthcare and some achievements by the SLP administration. Now, as I go for the bullet points, I might stop a while and talk a lot. Unfortunately, we cannot take calls as yet. The program is just half an hour. Half an hour is no time. I may stop, play a video or two, because we need to debunk a lot of the noise coming from the other side. Let's look at point number one. We have that on screen. Some of you could read with me. The launch of the first phase of universal healthcare, maternal and child health services to include free medical care for persons 80 years and older. Now, some people say, well, 80 years is, how many people are 80 years? No, it's a start. And remember, Philip Japier is a man who is steady, who counts the cost, who is measured. So we have started with 80 plus, giving them free healthcare, etc., meds and so on. And we're starting there. So that was the first phase of the launch. Okay? Maternal, mother and child, the pregnant ladies can get their ultrasounds and other things free of charge. And you have heard the nurses talk about it, and they are coming. Yeah, because it is available, it is free. We want our children healthy. We want our children healthy. So we're providing that kind of service. It's a free service. There's no cost, no charge. It is free. You understand? Before you had to pay, I don't know how much, fellas who have girls pregnant and things, you could text me and tell me how much, I don't know. You understand? But it is free. It is free for them. It's not free for, because there is a cost. Taxpayers are funding it. But you see, we can afford to do that because we have a prime minister and a minister of finance who can manage money. And is ably supported by the junior minister of finance. Like, that's how I call him, Wayne Girard. They can manage money. They can, see how things are. And they can do that. So we can provide that. All right? One of the things that we forgot, it's on the screen, let's read it, is that the removal of VAT on medical screening equipment for 2 years. And I think the doctors and the medical people, those persons providing those services, x-rays, and they welcome that because it made the equipment a little cheaper. The removal of VAT, that made it easier, a little cheaper for them. Of course, we'd like them to pass on the saving to the clients when we come to take our x-rays and do our CT scans and MRIs. But medical equipment, the screening equipment, VAT was taken off that so that our medical personnel, those clinicians and the others, the technicians, the medical technicians who wanted to import and start their little business, they were assisted by the removal of VAT on this medical equipment. Okay, all I ask is that, hey, you got a break, according to the fellas, you got a bly, pass on the bly, pass on the savings. That is, if a screening was 150, I expect to pay 125, because as you prosper, as you get the break, as you get the bly, we can do that. $11 million paid out from the CIP funds to pay down on the backlog of debt owed by OKEU Hospital. We are complaining that yes, there was no medicine. And there's a reason for no medicines, Now, we're not going to blame any particular government because those payables went back, way back, maybe a few decades. Because, sometimes we get the credit and we don't pay. We take the loans and we don't pay. And as such, the suppliers are saying, man, I will no longer supply you until something is done. And the Prime Minister, when he heard from he got a nasty letter from the president of the Medical and Dental Association. I say nasty because when I read it, it was laced with venom. It could have been written in a more, a nicer way. But this, to me, was nasty. But the Prime Minister didn't get vexed. He called the parties together. He sat down. They discussed like adults. They were adults in the room, no shouting. Found out what the problem was and immediately addressed the problem. The problem was money. The problem was that he was owing a lot of money to suppliers. So in his wisdom, he used our money, CIP money, to pay down that debt. And that did something to the economy, because when you pay the suppliers and you free up that's money you're pumping back into the economy. That's money you're going to get back in terms of taxes and spend, because people spend, they buy things and stuff. And so you collect. So $11 million was spent. That brought down the payables, and then you could have restocked the pharmacies. That is why there's medicine in the pharmacies, because right now there's a constant you pay. He also traveled to Martinique. Because we had a big debt there. Right now I'm forgetting the figure. I don't want to say a figure and people say you lie. People are quick, even though. So I will not say the figure. I forgot the actual figure in terms of millions. He went himself with the Minister of National Security, because I think they were talking K9s too. And he settled the outstanding debt so that in the future, those of us who would need medical attention in Martinique, there would not be any encumbrance in our way. So the doctors and the hospitals, they will say, the St. Lucia is paying, St. Lucia is clear, so those services can be provided. So that was done. And we have to applaud the Prime Minister for that. The opening of the Dr. Betty Wells Urban Polyclinic. Yeah, that's a polyclinic. The hospital, I think, is the Dr. Paris, the pain medicine. I'm forgetting his first name. Winston Paris, yes. And in there, the reopening of the Betty Wells Urban Polyclinic, the National Eye Clinic, Eye Care. Remember, that was in abeyance because the former government went on a frolic with Lima. And you cannot be caught in Lima and then be friends with Venezuela and Cuba. So the eye care suffered. And people who needed eye care, that had to take a back seat. And the eye care is free. Surgeries for cataract, free. We had lost that. That was almost gone. Thank God for 26th of July 2021. And that was reinstated. So people can go and get there. I went there. Fortunately, when I went there, my eyes seemed to have been good. Told me, well, no, Mr. Fernandez, you don't need any new glasses. What you have there is good. Come back in 2 years. Hey, I suspect I'm due, to go back. I suspect I'm due to go back for another check. Yeah, a checkup on the eyes. Just good. And so that service is being brought back. Hopefully, the minister will say about the surgeries. I understand they have to do calibration of the new equipment and stuff, but the surgeries will recommence soon. And that will be saving a lot of our solutions, a lot of money. Because cataract surgery in one eye, as far as I know in the private clinic, is $5,500. That's a chunk of change. Some people have to take loans, 3 years, that's a chunk of change. But with this administration, you're going to be getting your cataract surgery free of charge, free of cost. And that is, we have to thank the Cubans and the Venezuelans who are making that possible for us. These are friends. Of course, let's forget about the little thing there. The expansion of the Gruzili Polyclinic into a 24-hour service. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't want to say much on that. Opening of the Larissus Wellness Center in Denry North. Now, you heard the controversy. There was grant finance. What's grant financing? It means that we got monies that we did not have to pay back to build the wellness center. And for almost 6 years, because of pettiness and vindictiveness, this wellness center was scrapped. It actually, the line item that came off the books, 0. From a grant that Dr. Anthony left there, we lost. And the Belrose doctrine, if you don't support us, we don't support you, we don't look after you. So nothing was done. And you heard Mr. Honorable Sean Edwards, pa yon sac ciment. Ijwen. Thank God, we did the right thing. We kicked them out. And that wellness center was constructed, opened with much fanfare, rightfully, because the circumstances of it not opening, I mean, would make your heart heavy. Our craft chair, why would you do that to our people? You deny them healthcare because they did not vote for you. That is the epitome of pettiness. You don't do that to our people. You don't do that. So we have constructed that, and that is going well. Renovation and renaming of the Deriso Wellness Center. Now is the Lilia Harak Singh Wellness Center. Maybe Chandelier will, okay, let's leave that alone. You know, we are refurbishing, we are rebuilding, we're doing what we have to do because healthcare is important for this administration. And let me tell you something. Just this morning we were having a discussion in the gym, our open gym. You don't run a country like a business. You don't run a country to make a profit. There are some services you just have to deliver. It's not sexy. You don't get much returns. You won't get that education, healthcare, security. How do you make a profit? You can't run that like a business. No wonder they were having balls. No, Terry, don't go there. Don't get sidetracked. So we are providing it. We must provide healthcare. That is why when you hear the 2.5 level, let me come to that day. Let me pace myself. I have 15 minutes left there. Don't worry. I'll play the videos. Under the health center strengthening project for health centers to be transitioned into smart facilities. When you see smart, you know, it's digital and, you know, one room can talk to another room, computers speak to each other, etc. Smart. You know, just as you have smart classrooms, you know, you put that in there, fully computerized, etc. So 4 of them will be that. Free hypertension and diabetes screening and medication. Yes, those diabetics and hypertensive patients, you get your medication free of cost. Wow. It is free to you, not free to us because the taxpayers pay. So, don't worry about that. We are taking care of that. Now, let's go to the thorny issue of, you can leave it on screen too, the thorny issue of the 2.5% levy that the administration wants to make mileage of, because, you know, nobody likes to pay taxes, you know. We know that. And we use taxes as a way to scare people. Why you paying tax? You're heavily taxed. No. I saw a piece from Mr. Darrell Montrop, and he was explaining the tax to the GDP. We are the lowest, 21%. Other countries, 25, 29, 32%. We are not as heavily taxed as you believe. People want you to believe that, oh, we pay. Yeah, but we must pay taxes. We want services, we must pay taxes for the services. They are not free. So when we give the diabetics and the hypertensive patients free medication, it is free to them. Because some of them, unfortunately, they're old, they cannot afford. But through our taxes. But you see, we can do that because we have now a man who could manage money. And because of that, he's able to do that and sustain it as opposed to what obtained before. So, when they want to scare you and tell you about as they want to demonize the levy as though the levy is so bad. No, we need the levy. You know, they want to take out all the income generating streams. But if you take it out, what are you going to replace it with? We don't have oil, we don't have diamonds, we don't have gold. What we have, seawater and sun. That's what Chogda says. All you have is seawater and sun. All right? That's what we have. Sea, water, and sun. Yeah, we have some financial services, but we know what brings in the cash. So, we don't have gold like Guyana and Trinidad. We have to make do with what we have. So when things come in, we have to manage properly. So let's listen to first video free, just a minute and a half, video free. And let's listen to one of the elders speaking about the levy.
Under universal health coverage, we have what you call an essential package of health services, where we plan to give it to the public of St. Lucia in phases, step by step. What we say in French Creole, tipa. Okay? The important thing about it is that The funding from the Health Citizen Security Levy will be one of the sources that will be able to be used to fund the essential package of health services that we plan to give to the population of St. Lucia. We're looking at this service or universal health coverage to be able to give not only those who can afford, but those who cannot afford. You can receive benefits aussi, and that is very important. So this particular levy is important in that it will be a source of funding, or one of the sources of funding that will be contributed or be used to give the essential package of health services that is very well needed. If you ask me what are some of the services we have in the package, we're looking at cancer, hypertension, diabetes, dental care, eye care, sickle cell disease, HIV, etc., which are very important for us. Okay, they create a burden of disease on us. So it's important having that levy. It will allow us to have some source of funding for us to be able to give these services to the population of St. Lucia under UHC.
Correct. Listen to the sound of a lady with wisdom. You need the levy. 2.5. People make it as though that is so onerous and so, something that is so bad. All we collected from that levy is approximately $33 million. $33 million. Some of you hardly feel that because that's applied where? So it's not on food, not on medicine. It's on certain services that attract VAT. And with that has to be split between, it has to be split between health and security. And we need it. And you heard the services that we have to provide. We cannot not provide because health, that's a human right. We have to provide healthcare. And healthcare has to be funded. I mean, you go to the States and all of you, you boast and you run. It's not free. In none of the countries, well, except the Nordic countries and stuff, you go up there, but they pay almost 50%, 45 to 50% tax. You think you will want to pay that as a citizen? But these countries too are rich in natural resources, so they can afford, to give free health care and stuff. But we're starting, and we're not going to sell you pie in the sky and tell you we're going to give you $75,000 worth of health insurance, and you cannot explain how we're going to pay for that. We're not on this pie in the sky business. No, we're not on that. We are going to do it incrementally. We are going to do it responsibly. And we tackle one thing at a time. Let's play video 4. Like what you have got there? All right.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs has worked alongside sister agencies at the public level, private level, regionally and internationally over many years. And we're looking far back as 20 years or more than that to push the UHC agenda forward. As recently as August 30th, 2022, the Universal Health Coverage Unit was established. Initially with one person, and afterwards we had a secretary join on board soon after. As time progressed, more staff was added to this unit to allow successful implementation of services under Universal Health Coverage. Maternal and Child Health Services was launched on June 1st, 2023. More than 1,871 pregnant women received their laboratory tests under UHC during the period of June 2023 to October and 2024. More than 2,955 ultrasounds were done for pregnant women from June 2023 to November 2024. The performance-based financing pilot project, what we know as the PBF pilot project, was launched in 17 wellness centers in August of 2023. From August of 2023 to October of 2024, the PBF pilot had 25,168 persons above 18 years of age using this service, which actually forms about 53% of the population in the areas where these 17 wellness centers are located. Of that number, 1,837 persons were treated for hypertension and 1,030 were treated for diabetes. In August of this year, we also launched cervical cancer screening and HPV testing. We transitioned from the conventional method of conducting pap smears to a more advanced liquid-based cytology. This is a positive thrust forward as the Ministry of Health works towards the elimination or eradication of cervical cancer in St. Lucia, which is a WHO instruction to allow persons or countries to push forward to eliminate or eradicate cervical cancer. Thus far, we have 1,577 women screened between August to November of 2024 at the primary care facilities. As recently as December 2nd of this year, we relaunched Men's Health Clinic with the expanded service to include new services of PSA testing for men at no cost and access to urology services if needed to include ultrasounds and biopsies at the primary care level. Snake bite management is another service to be launched within this financial year, 2024-2025, under universal health coverage. The Ministry of Health started with a snake bite envenoming symposium which took place on November 28th to 30th of November this year, where we were graced with the presence of 20 snake bite specialists from islands and countries around the world. Local farmers, emergency medical technicians or firemen, the clinical staff and the forestry officers were given the opportunity to be trained at no cost to them. During this upcoming financial year, which is 2025-2026, the Ministry of Health will work towards the launching of breast cancer screening and the expansion of hypertension and diabetic screening and treatment to the pending 17 facilities under primary care. As screening and treatment has already started at the primary care facilities, at 17 of them, so we need to expand to the rest.
Now, you heard an account, you heard the numbers. I will not go over them, but the services are made available to all. Not red and yellow, blue, white. No, nobody asks you for your political affiliation or your religion or what religion you belong to. Nobody discriminates against you based on skin color, height, your hairstyle, nothing. It is available to you. Your solution, you go to the clinics. And let me speak to the men there. She says free prostate cancer screening for men. And that started from November last year at health centers island-wide. Now I know men, including myself, boy, we don't like that, I told you I have an issue with my toenail, but we don't like to go. But it's a screening for you. I know a lot of you all taking your Jew of glow and stuff. Yeah, all that's good too, but it's always good to get screened. Ladies, well, they say cervical, say I cervical, same thing, whatever. Tomato, free cancer screening and HPV testing for ladies. I mean, the government is doing everything possible to deliver quality healthcare. No, it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. Nowhere in the world it is perfect. You go to the great United States, it's not perfect. You go to other countries, you still have the long waiting period. Yeah, it's not perfect. So don't try to make it believe as though we are so down in the dumps and everything is so bad. That's not true. It's not true. We are not perfect, but the Prime Minister and his cabinet, they are doing all in their power to ensure that they deliver quality health care. They have refurbished a lot of the health facilities. Betty Wells, when you go there, is almost, it's almost tip-top shape. The eye care clinic is back in operation. And boom! You heard Mr. Reno Kajada in the upcoming weeks. Well, he has already said that basically that St. Jude can be used. But he went on to say, no, the Prime Minister wants it. You know what the young people say? Full 100. In other words, everything is in place. Every piece of equipment, the oxygen thing is running. They're producing their own oxygen. Everything, every department is prime and proper and ready to go. So that, when we go down to Vieux-Fort, it will be celebration. And rightfully so. I don't care what other people said. You know, we had a government who, let me leave that for another time, you know, did magic. But here is a man who is focused. His eyes were not, he never lost focus. He remained steadfast, clear in his mind as to what he wanted to do. And Reno, I salute you. You had a 2-year contract. You had 2 years to deliver the hospital, and you have delivered in 1 year. That is phenomenal. That is fantastic. And every solution owes your company a debt of gratitude. Yes, you made your money. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. But you wanted to deliver proper healthcare, a proper hospital to solutions. You said so. You were committed and dedicated, and you have done that. Well, it's not open yet, but from what we have seen, you have delivered. You have come in time. Well, before time, 1 year early, 12 months earlier than expected, and we will be taking charge. People will be moving, and I want to salute the doctors and the nurses who have taken it hard, so to speak, at the George Odlum Stadium. You know, the conditions there are not the best, but you persevered. You know, you took an oath, do no harm, to deliver, you know, to do your best. And you have done that. You have gone beyond. I say that beyond, because under these conditions there, I know it would have been demoralizing and frustrating. But you stuck to your guns, and you held your own, and you delivered. And we must applaud you. And so, healthcare is a priority for the Philip Chipier administration. We are delivering. Not perfect, but we are delivering. So, I heard the bell. Once you heard that bell, you know, Mr. Nicholas is on time, and he lets me know this is time to go. But I'll be back this afternoon with Shelton, God willing, and we will have a wonderful time this afternoon. So let me thank you for tuning in to People First, and I shall see you again on Tuesday next week, where we may continue with healthcare, but we may look at another aspect of the deliverables by the Philip J. Pierre administration. So until we meet on Tuesday, have yourself a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend coming up. Thank you.